I am the way, the truth, and the life.
As you all know, they tell you, the Bible said, especially when they say before Jesus making a miracle, they said it's gonna happen according to your belief. Thoughts and belief and fear all correlated. They have a relationship to each other. But thought is the beginning of all of it, because your thought gonna predict the outcome of everything. That's why Jesus always say you have to believe. There's believe means faith. You got a faith, but the faith become from hearing, and you hearing. When you hear stuff, you're gonna have imagination. You're gonna have a thought. I'm gonna talk about more about imagination. That's not a topic, but today we talk about first about thought. So your thought can be your greatest weapon. It can be also your greatest downfall. For example, if you climb a ladder and then you have something heavy in your hands, you're gonna think it through how you're gonna go up there to bring that heavy metal on upstairs. So your thought gonna be like, do you have to go fast or got to go slow? If you go fast, you're gonna fall, and next thing you're gonna repeat the cycle again. If you do slowly and then watch out of your environment, and then the baby step, now more likely you're gonna overcome it, and more likely you're gonna achieve your destination. That's why Jesus said you gotta believe. That means that your thoughts are already fixed, already imagine, already think about that you're being healed or you're being saved. Once your thought is already on that process, so basically you become dream about it, and next thing you know, when we read the word of God, and then God says, so basically your thought become aligned with his word, which is the spirit. So remember what the Bible says, when 2 or 3 are gathered on one accord. So when your thought and your imagination is aligned with the same as God, so basically it's like 2 witnesses, which is your word, your thought, and then his thought is become one, and next thing you know, you are able to achieve whatever the decision God is wanting for you to be. That's why they said, when you go to your closet, shut down that door and pray to your Father in heaven. He's gonna hear you, because your thought, your imagination is one person, and then when you pray to your Father and then read the Bible, it's gonna be his thought, and his imagination is his word, which is your thought, and his imagination is his word, and then next thing you become one. And then when you go to the Father listen to you, and then you listen to his voice, which is through you, and next thing you know, as you know, it's like echo in heaven, and next thing you know, the Father always listen to his voice, and his voice never return in vain. So that's why I say your thought is the greatest weapon, because when your thought is aligned to the same word of God and the same spirit of God, you're able to achieve great and mighty things. But when your thought is against God, this is when you're gonna be a struggle. That's why a lot of people, when they hear of God, they become bitter, they become violent, because their thought is not aligned. They rejected the word of God, and the next thing you know, it's like a battleground, and then next thing you know, the thought is fighting. That's why the devil is after your mind, because when you go after your mind, now he's on the battlefield, because now you gotta renew your spirit by reading of God, because according to Romans 12, you gotta renew your mind by the word of God, and then renew your spirit by the word of God, because this is the foundation of everything. That's why when people go to medical school, they take a long time to be a doctor, because they have to read it, they have to do the research, because their mind stays so many hours doing though. So because their mind is completely changed, coming windows. Same thing as a military. When you go to military, before you become a soldier, they give you weapon for 6, 8, 12, 16 hours daily for you to shoot. So next thing your mind can be so adequate to it, so easily to it, so you adapt to it, so you renew your mind. Same thing with Christ. When you want to be a Christian, you have to spend the time like reading the Bible, singing praise, worship, and at least a couple hours. Next thing your mind gonna be lined up to it, and next thing you become more obedience. And God said obedience is more than sacrifice. So this is what happened. Your thought can be your greatest fall, and your thought can be your greatest success. So that's why I tell people, protect your thought, pay attention to what you read, pay attention to what you see, to where you're going, because everything you hear, everything you see, everything you say is aligned to your calendar, which is the agenda for either for the glory of God or for the fall of yourself. So this is when you go to the society, when you say the word of God, your mind gonna be always attached to him. Everything that's go wrong around you, since your mind is attached to him, so you go to the catalog of the word of God. So when you go out there, anything you confronted, if that work or job, or somebody confront you, or somebody says something to you, so you're able to say the word of God, and next thing you know, to cast out the weapon, and the next thing you know, to overcome those. And that's why I tell you guys, protect your thought and the imagination. The only way to do so is by singing, by worshiping, and by reading the word of God. That's why sometimes most people, when they are angry, Christian, when they're angry, they sing a song because their thought is aligned to the thought of God, and they don't want to commit to the flesh, and they want to commit to God. And this is my for today, and that's the next one.